I've been a bit of a Warzone negative Nancy lately. I've made quite a few videos and shorts calling out cheaters, bugs, exploits, frustrations, you name it. But I did mention in the 25 bugs video, and you should check it out if you want to see some of the reasons why I've been frustrated. I mentioned just to keep in mind that I'm only making these videos because I do enjoy the game. There's nothing quite like winning a game of Warzone, and no other game gets the heart racing like when you're in the final zone, fighting those final few teams, and you just clutch that win that you've been desperate for. So I thought I'd make a positive video about Warzone. And what I'm going to do is list 10 things that I think are great about Warzone, and I'm going to talk over some footage where I'm actually having some fun. You know, I'm winning a game of Massive Resurgence, which is a brilliant game mode. I'm sad to see it go because it's a brilliant LTM. If you like this video, make sure you drop that like and subscribe. It does help me out. And let's get into the 10 reasons why I think Warzone is great. Buy stations. So the gameplay around buy stations is amazing. Do you know what kicked off Battle Royale games in the first place? At least as far as I know. It was a book I read in secondary school, The Hunger Games. And at the start of the Hunger Games, when they get put into the arena, all the participants get a choice. You can charge for the cornucopia and grab all of the great loot in there, or you can run away, go hide at the edge of the arena, rat it out. Do you know what I mean? And the buy stations perfectly encapsulate that. You can see it in the game. Just try and go to a buy station in the middle of the game. There's always a team lurking there, ready to jump you right as you get that clutch 3-man res. And imagine what it's like for the players that are camping the buy station. What a feeling of power. I wouldn't know, because I'd never do that to you. But some of you do, because I run into your badges all the time. Buy station's been a staple since Warzone launched, and I think it's one of the reasons why Warzone's so popular. Loadout weapons. When I first started playing Warzone back in 2020, was it? I wasn't convinced about loadout weapons in the match. I thought it was pretty crazy to let people have their own weapons. I thought some weapons are going to end up being super OP. Shouldn't Battle Royale games always be like PUBG or Apex, where you gotta find your weapon on the ground and build it up, find your attachment? Playing Warzone, you find out that loadouts introduce the best of both worlds. Everyone starts on a level playing field, but you get room to grow. You get those fixed battles where everyone's trying to do the best with the loot that they've got. In the end game, everyone's got the weapon that's best for them, and every now and then you might pick up someone else's weapon off the ground and it blows your mind. It's so good. Gulag. Now this, I think, was a major flaw in the first few popular Battle Royale games. In particular, PUBG. You drop into the lobby and maybe right off the spawn you die, you land, you parachute in, and someone pistols you to death, and then you've just got to spectate your friends while they rat it out for 20 minutes. And I think Warzone changed this for the better because, you know, the Gulag, it gives you that chance to get back into the action, but you have to be better than the person you're fighting against. And there's nothing sweeter than watching your friend get knifed in the Gulag after they've just told you they're about to drop back in. Contracts. Another major addition introduced by Warzone. You've got scavenger contracts for people who are less inclined to fight because, you know, ratting it out is actually a perfectly legitimate tactic. You've got bounties for people that want to go hunting. It only works because of how Warzone is designed. You know, the zone timers, the fine tuning, the contract rewards. I don't think it would have worked as well in a game like PUBG, and I think contracts are an understated importance in the flow of Warzone. Vehicles. Is there anything scarier than an LTV driving you at full speed when you've got no cover? Or is there anything sweeter than jumping into the back of the cargo truck as it lumbers past and you assassinate the drivers? What about artfully sniping somebody's trophy system and giving them the RPG they deserve as they roam around in the final zone of the solo lobby? Vehicles have always been a staple in Battle Royale games, and I think they're particularly well designed in Warzone. They're not so powerful that you feel invincible, but you get just enough protection that you can normally make it into the zone in a pinch. It's just a shame so many of you badgers steal the choppers off of the spawn to fly around with your little most wanted contracts. Perks. Do you know what's crazy about the perks? Almost every game I'm reevaluating the perks that are in my classes because I would have gotten him if I had Tracker or those filthy bandits with Ghost. I should have had Bird's Eye. What that's telling me is that the perks are well balanced. There's trade-offs, particularly in column 3. They're strong enough that they actively change your playstyle when you get them, yet they're not strong enough to win you the game outright. I'll be honest, I've never even had Specialist because I've never attempted the Easter eggs to get it, but I can only imagine what a magical feeling it is to roll around Warzone with every perk active. You gotta feel like a god. The in-map events, in particular Jailbreak, although Fire Sale is a classic, but I think Jailbreak in particular is glorious. Maybe 3 of you are watching one buddy crawl his way into the final zone, he's got no hope, and suddenly 30 operators are parachuting in everyone's scrambling. A lot of people won't even make it to the ground. It's a lot of fun. Or, you know, a fire sale when everyone's dead, and all you've got to do is sneak past the team, camp in the buy station to get that huge clutch buyback. I think the events are a great way to mix things up when you're playing Warzone, and when you see one, I don't think you're ever disappointed to see it, like, for example, the red zone in PUBG. Ugh. The gas masks. I think the gas masks are really finely tuned. You can't stay in the gas forever, because you'll get destroyed. But if you get a final zone with a lot of cover, you can really use the gas to your advantage. You can trick people into thinking you're not even there anymore, because you couldn't have possibly survived, right? I've even seen wins where people use stims to outlive the people who've actually got control of the zone. They're already celebrating, and out of the gas comes a player from the brink to snatch the win. If you think about it, it could have been really impressive if the gas masks weren't tuned just right. And I think the way it is now, you've got to be pretty skilled to pull it off. I haven't ever managed to pull it off, but I've seen it done, and I think this is how the mechanics have got to work for the game to be fun. Ranked Warzone. This is a tough one to put here. This mode is the main mode that I've been criticizing in my other videos, mainly because of the cheaters, but also because of the bugs, the exploits, the server crashes, which should never even be in regular Warzone, let alone ranked. But beneath all that, there's a reason all the top streamers are playing this mode. There's a reason I still play it, despite the widespread cheating problem. It's Warzone, but it requires intense skill. People aren't just dropping in with the boys and having a laugh. People are playing competitively, right? And I've always been drawn to competitive modes. League play in Black Ops 2 probably kicked it all off. Since then, you know, I've been in Rainbow Six ranked, Overwatch ranked. I made it to the top 500 at one point on console. I mean, it's console, so you'll laugh. But in Overwatch, I made it to the top 500. This is what I'm drawn to. So ranked and Warzone. For me, that's a deadly combination. It's competitive. It's battle royale. It's COD. It's on the list of reasons why I think Warzone's great. And it's probably the same reason that all the cheaters target this mode specifically. But this was supposed to be a positive video, so I won't go on about it. I just wanted to say the game mode is fantastic. It's tuned for competitive gameplay. It reduces RNG as much as you can in battle royale without losing the essence. It's intense, it's fun, and winning in ranked is even sweeter than winning in a normal game, and that's why it's on my list. Massive resurgence. Can't believe you're taking it away. Oh, it's so cruel. It's so much fun, and it's so much more chill than the cheater infested rank, and yet it's still tense. There's more action, it's got more pace, you're getting more kills. It's fantastic. You're taking Warzone and you're filling it with more, and it's so good. And you take it away. I can't believe you did it back. Give it back. So these were just 10 reasons why I think Warzone's great. These are the reasons why I keep coming back, and I feel like I have to keep reiterating when I make videos spectating cheaters or calling out the bugs and the exploits. It's not from a place of hate, it's because I think the game is good when it plays good. You've been watching my gameplay here, you can see I'm having fun, and I don't even need to be winning to be having fun, but the fun gets taken away when I go splat, when I definitely parachuted, and I even hear the parachute go in the audio, or when a cheater headshots me across the map without missing a single bullet. You know, there's a lot of reasons to enjoy this game, and these are just 10 ones that I think are specific to Warzone. You know, you could add in all the ones why battle royales in general are great, and why COD is great, and why people are still playing it, why we want to keep playing it, why we want to see it improve. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.